We can't control that. There has to be a sense of urgency with what we do and how we do it and our approach. We can't ease our way into a game and turn it on in the fourth quarter. That's not who we are. We have to be ready.
Megan, thank you. Wizards win the opening tip. They're 32-39, 11th currently in the East on the outside looking in of the play-in tournament. There you saw the starting five. Meanwhile, for the Orlando Magic, as Kristaps Porzingis misses his first three. Offensive rebound by Beal. Kick out to Monte Morris. This party started offensively right
there. And the crossover and everything we did pre-game leading up to this point, one question was asked, what can Monte Morris do tonight to help this team win? Right there you just saw it, being a spot-up three-point shooter and knocking it down.
Markelle Fultz' first three of the game for Orlando is off. Rebound Beal. And yes, that is Bradley Beal, ladies and gentlemen. It's a throwback back to 2012 haircut. Kispert coming off that curl, throwing it upstairs to Daniel Gafford.
That play right there, especially in all the spacing now in today's game, Porzingis playing that stretch position. You got to have multiple tries at these type of lob plays for Daniel Gafford the entire night.
Caro out to Fultz. Wendell Carter, yes, he has that in his game now. Misses that three. I'm really looking forward to the former Chicago Bulls teammates going at it tonight. Turnover. Gary Harris in front of Kispert gets the lay-in.
This is what you cannot allow to happen. This young team feeding off your turnovers and mistakes and capitalizing on the other end.
You see the records of both teams. We just have to be mindful. This Orlando Magic team is right there with Washington as Beal gets fouled going to the rack.
And right there, cutting is contagious. And what do I mean by that? Corey Kispert is usually on the receiving end of this right now. Bradley Beal cutting right the right time.
So Drew and I do this thing called Who He Look Like. So tonight's version is Who He Look Like.
I mean, spot on. and look, that's a great sign because you're telling people out there I haven't aged a bit.
Not at all.
Right? Still got his hairline intact. Believe me, guys like me, I keep in charge of hairlines.
You and me both. The follically challenged crew. Here's Fultz. Tried to keep that pivot foot, but the officials are going to say he traveled. Tonight's crew, John Goble, crew chief in his 16th season, Dedrick Taylor in his 9th, and John Butler in his 4th season. This was coming off of that loss to Sacramento. No Kyle Kuzma tonight, rehabbing that sprained ankle. I still just marvel at the fact that that sprained ankle happened a minute and 10 seconds into the game as Corey Kispert gets to the cup for the layup.
He knows. I mean, he's been a student of the game, and I mentioned it early on. Younger players, they usually do opposite. They start off fast and hot in a hurry in October, November, and then come March, right after All-Star break, you don't see him anymore. But that has not been the case with Corey Kispert. We saw it in his rookie year, catching fire late in his first season, and then now this season having his best scoring average in the month of March.
He's definitely like in March Madness. He's going to call another turnover for Washington. It's time now for the over and under presented by FanDuel. Total point score for tonight's game, Drew, has been set at 224. As the Wizards lead 9-4 early in this contest. Washington has won the last 7 straight against the Orlando Magic. Won the previous 2 games in this series by an average of 19 as Fultz goes high off the glass to score over Gafford.
I mean, I figured out what it is. When he came into this league, the expectations was so high on Markelle Fultz. But we found out throughout the course of his career, this man's a winner. I don't care if he has 10 points, 20 points. He's trying to win the game.
Nice entry feed inside by Beal to Gafford, who has another dunk.
Yeah, nobody's going to stop Gaff.
Gafford 2 for 2 already with 4 points. This shot there by Vancaro. Here's Monte. Call a foul on Markelle Fultz. Monte just drove Servant to the back of Markelle.
Well, we've seen this move. You saw James Harden. He does it a lot. Russell Westbrook taking the ball and just putting it right in the chest usually, but here in the back of Markelle Fultz.
That'll be Markelle's first foul. Monte hits the first two. Monte had 7 points in that Saturday loss to Sacramento. 82% free throw shooter. And like you said, Drew, and we talked about in the pregame show about just finding some more aggression coming out of that point guard spot in terms of scoring.
Yeah, well, everything's going to start with him in that middle pick and roll or side angle pick and rolls with Daniel Gafford. I mean, that opens up the entire offense, not just for Monte and Daniel Gafford, but for the others surrounding them.
Carter with a handoff to Franz Wagner. Kick out to Fultz. Fultz floats, count it.
I mean, his wingspan allows him that ability to finish over whoever. That's twice now. He had one finish over Daniel Gafford and now Porzingis.
Fultz has had some big games in his career against his hometown Wizards. There's a steal. Wendell Carter. Foul on Bradley Beal on the reach-in.
I like that chase down late by Corey Kispert. It didn't look like much, but you cannot allow this team to turn you over and then go the other way. You can see how quick it could happen. But right here, Corey Kispert, he affected that shot. That could have been an and one by Wendell Carter Jr. But Corey Kispert coming here late in that play is good hustle.
Wendell Carter Jr. big return in his last 5 games after missing 3 dealing with a hip injury. He's averaging over 21 points, almost 10 rebounds while shooting almost 60% from the field.
He is solid. I spoke to him before the game. And those numbers, that 15, a little over 15 and 8 rebounds, that's actually higher. If he was on any other team, I'm a true believer. He's a 20 and 10 guy on other teams. But they're just loaded with so much young talent. I mean, you kind of forget that Jonathan Isaac is on this roster.
Right.
Along with Bobo now, hasn't been playing as of late.
I think they came into the season, Drew, as the 4th youngest team in the association. Kristaps Porzingis playing after missing the last game, and he gets his first shot to go down. Porzingis had the non-COVID illness against Sacramento.
But he usually has some nice bounce-back games. And what I mean by bounce-back games is when he sits out 1 or 2, he usually comes out on fire and has those quick scoring first quarters.
Here's Bradley Beal for 3. Misses. Wizards started by making 5 of their first 6 shots. Here's a pass ahead, which leads to Wagner with a kick out now to Gary Harris, corner 3, no good. Like the pace of this game so far. It's a pull-up jump shot by Monte Morris. Good.
Monte Morris picking up the slack. No Kyle Kuzma in the lineup. Scoring is needed, and the question was, who can provide it? And so far, it's looking like Monte Morris is answering that bill, but the landlord is saying, I'm down south to collect some rent.